As we resume the show of Crossfire, joining me today is Kuldeep Bishnoi, the man in the action this last 1.5 week. To explain what has happened in the last 1.5 week after he cross-voted against Ajay Makar in the recently concluded Rajya Sabha elections, Bishnoi is going to explain the chain of the events. Mr. Bishnoi, welcome to this show today. I have known you as a politician who once came to the limelight because you broke away from the Congress party. uh, 14 years back almost. And when that happened, nobody thought that you would go on to be part of the BJP later on and also merge the same party with the Congress. But it so happened. I want to actually understand what went wrong between you and Ajay Makar.
No, frankly, we have nothing against. I have nothing against Ajay Makan. He's still a very dear friend, but he was a collateral damage. My vote was not against Ajay Makan. My vote was against Huda Congress, and my vote was against the wrong decision made by Congress recently by making an unpopular man as the Congress president of state. Because of that, the Congress party has gone down the drain.
But I also believe that Congress party was not aware of your plans. It so happened all of a sudden. At least they were caught unawares. What were those moments? I mean, how did it happen? How did you come to realize the fact that it so happened that you have cross-voted against them? When was that time?
No, it was. I waited for Rahul Gandhi ji to meet me for one whole month and to explain me the promises he made to me.
Such as?
I need answer because I am answerable to my people.
Such as?
And
What were those promises?
I was answerable to my people, and Rahul ji was answerable to me. And the promises he made me, the promise was that I will be made the president when Ashok Tawar tenure ends. He didn't make me.
This was which year?
It was 3 years ago.
Right.
And Sailja ji was made. I was okay. I supported Sailja ji. I worked with her. And then suddenly, then he promised me that, okay, I could not fulfill that promise, but when Sailja ji, the tenure ends or we remove her or whatever reason, I will be the president. This was again broken. And I was very clear with Rahul Gandhi ji that when I merged my party, I told him that I am not merging my party to become for any post or to become an MP and MLA. Because that I was already becoming. Because
So it was their promise.
Yeah. Like I already told you that I have won 6 elections. 1 Lok Sabha and 2 Vidhan Sabha on Congress ticket, 1 Lok Sabha and 2 Vidhan Sabha on my own ticket. That means my vote bank is personal. Wherever I go, my vote bank follows with me. So I told him very clearly that I want to be an asset to the party and use me to form the next Congress government.
So what was his reply?
So his reply was, okay, of course the party needs you, that's why we want you in the party.
So what did he promise you?
He promised me the PCC presidentship 2016.
Okay.
He said in 2018 November, when Ashok Tawar tenure ends, we'll make you the president.
And then when Ms. Selja was made then?
Then he said, of course, I'm sorry, my mother has made that decision and you will be made president once Selja ji tenure ends.
And then when her tenure ended then?
He didn't meet me. His tenure ended just now.
So I'm sure that you must have tried to open the communication channel with Mr. Gandhi.
I tried my best.
What was the
it was a very big decision for me to vote against my own party. And those 30 seconds, when I went to vote, those 30 seconds were the toughest 30 seconds of my life. Because voting against your own party, voting against your very dear friend, and that was a very difficult situation for me. But I did because after voting, I promise you that it has gone really well among the cadre of the Congress party as well.
So who did you show your cross vote to? Mr.
Vivek Bansal, he was our agent.
So what was his reaction at that time?
He was shocked to see the vote, that I voted against him. He is also a very dear friend, but I can't help it.
So don't you feel that you have betrayed their trust or they have betrayed your trust?
No, it was not a betraying of trust. It was showing your displeasure. It was showing your anger. Had I voted day one, then it would have been a betrayal. But because I waited for full 30 days for my answer from RG to meet me and tell me what should be done. What have you done? Why have you done this? Why have you betrayed me and the workers of the Congress party? Because this decision has not gone well among the cadre of the Congress party. Because of the decision, Congress party has really gone down. I promise you that Congress party cannot form the government now because workers are demoralized, voters are gone. The majority voters have left Congress party after this decision. And whenever Congress party has given free hand to Bhupinder Singh Hooda, we have never formed the government. Under 3 times, one was in 2009, he was given free hand, we couldn't get the majority. Then 2014, we couldn't form the government. Then 2019, we couldn't form the government. How many times are you going to try that man? He's not a popular man. People don't like him. So how many times will you try him?
Mr. Bishnoi, I mean, the fact today is also that you have enjoyed thorough, deep relationship with the BJP, with the Congress, both these political parties. In Haryana today, many people still believe that BJP may have made a comeback, but Manohar Lal Khattar, the chief minister, may not be a popular leader. His popularity may not be as soaring as it was during Bhupendra Huda's regime or your father's regime, who was a three-time chief minister. Do you, at this stage, think that because BJP had to bank upon the Chotala, the splinter group of the Chotalas to form this government, they may have to come back to you to seek your support now that you may be out of the Congress party?
Honestly, Manohar Khattar ji is a very good human being, and I feel that he's a good chief minister. He's working well, and he's working very honestly. And he's a good human. Whenever I've gone as an opposition MLA, he has helped me in whatever genuine problems I told him about my constituency in Haryana. He's a good human being. But in politics, if anybody, if I can be strategically, if I am of any help to the BJP, I am willing to do anything.
Right. So will that also mean that at some stage you may bring back your party again and then sort of go ahead and join them, or would you want to be inducted into the BJP? Can that be a proposition
No,
as well?
at this point I cannot say anything because I am taking views of my well-wishers and my workers.
I saw a lot of people outside.
Yeah,
your
of
home
course,
as well.
a lot of you might have seen yourself a lot of gathering. So that this is happening since 11th. Since
Right.
the result came of Rajya Sabha, people from Rajasthan, people from all over Haryana.
Right.
I meet them here in Delhi. I went to meet them in Hisar and in my constituency in Adhampur. I am taking their viewpoint, and whatever the popular decision would come, I will take that decision because workers are your your backbone. There are many people named as Kuldeep Bishnoi, but I am Kuldeep Bishnoi because of them.
Correct. Today, I mean, you may have severed your ties with the Congress, or they have severed their ties with you, but you have also enjoyed a good relationship with Priyanka Gandhi as well. I remember you had also met her in the recent past, where you explained your position as well as your displeasure on not being appointed as the PCC president. So, what was her response to this? How did she handle it?
Yeah, I have met Priyanka ji and I have spoken to her over the phone also, and we've been sharing our thoughts on WhatsApp as well. I cannot disclose that because it would not be appropriate. But yes, she understood my problem. She understood the problem of Congress party in Haryana, and I categorically clearly told her that our traditional vote bank has gone to BJP, and you should make president that man who can bring that traditional vote bank back. And for that, she promised me that, okay, if you promise me that there will not be another infighting if we make you in Haryana between you and Huda, then you can be.
So,
I
did
promised
she
her
also
that.
sort of betray the trust?
Yeah,
or the
of course,
promise?
both of them had made me promises. It's a betrayal.
I also want to understand today from you, Mr. Bishnoi, that Haryana's politics today has become almost polarized debate between Jats and non-Jats today. Jats were once dominated, but you have brought in the Bishnoi community, you have brought the non-Jat community as well into the consideration. Now that Aam Aadmi Party has also begun to make serious forays after getting into the neighborhood state of Punjab, do you find any challenges from these regional parties, or you think that the national parties will only be the dominant players and they may need your help to form the government?
Yeah, frankly, I don't believe in caste politics like Jat and non-Jat, but for me, it's a very proud thing that non-Jat take me as their leader. And yes, of course, I've got in Bishnoi community because Bishnoi dominate 32 Vidhan Sabhas and 7 Lok Sabhas in Rajasthan as well. And of course, the traditional vote bank of Congress party. Like as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, your question was, Aam Aadmi Party as of today hold no threat to any party because it's just the beginning of the party. Yes, when they formed the government in Punjab, that time initial wave came for Aam Aadmi Party. A lot of people were joining Aam Aadmi Party. That has stopped now because they don't have a face to show. Who the CM face, like who should trust. Because today's politics has become a presidential election in every state because they see that who is the man who is leading the
But
party.
they have got your predecessor to say, I mean, your ex-party colleague Ashok Tanwar, who you were trying to displace, they've got them
But
as
he is not a very popular leader. Like that's why he was removed from Congress party also. Then he trying to form his own front. He did not pick up at all.
Correct.
Nobody went with him. So he's also a friend, but he's not a popular politician.
That also brings me to another question with you, that at one stage when I was covering your bi-poll campaign and also your Lok Sabha campaign in the past, Sukhbir Badal's party, Shiromani Akali Dal, whose president he has been, they opened a front against you by joining the hands with Chotalas, who were your sworn enemies at that time. Now the same Chotalas are in the alliance with the BJP. Of course, like you said, that there is no certainty in the politics. You can be as much part of the BJP in future if there are common goals and common objectives. But what do you make of Subir Badal and his party and that of the Chotalas?
Yeah, at that time, it was morally and ethically not correct on BJP's part at that time. That's why the bitter relationship started at that time, because they had alliance with the BJP in center, and in Haryana they were working against that alliance. So it was morally not correct, and I told at that time also that this is not correct, but still I won the election. In spite of them being with Chotalas, I won the election. But today, you see where they stand. Badals are finished in Punjab, and I don't see them having any good future.
Right. Also asking you a personal question today. I have seen your son play in the IPL cricket. One of your sons is also studying in the US and has also done his post-graduation from London School of Economics. Do you find your kids also joining you in your political journey?
Yes, my elder son is very keen in joining, and he has all the qualities what my father had. And I lack few,
Chaitanya?
but he like my elder son,
Right.
Bhavya Bishnoi.
Right.
He has full thing what Chaudhary Bhajanlalji had, and he remembers names and his thought process, his working system is completely like my father.
So where is he now?
People love him, and my younger son Chaitanya, he played for IPL. He was for Chennai Super King 2 years. He doesn't like politics at all. He's very well. He's a very reserved boy, and an exceptionally good cricketer. And my daughter is doing her graduation, just finished her graduation from Parson, and she hates politics.
So your eldest son is at Harvard right now, I believe.
Pardon me?
Your eldest son is at the Harvard University.
Yeah, he is doing his second master from Harvard. He'll probably be the most educated politician in the history of India. He was head boy of school, and then he from Shri Ram School, Gurgaon. Then he was heading the President of Indian Community in London School of Economics. He did his graduation there. Then he was a blue blazer holder in Oxford University, where he did his first master's. Now he is doing his second master's in Harvard, from where he won election few months back as the vice president of Harvard University. So he has that blood of Chaudhary Bhajanlal.
Right. Talking about the families, but I also want to understand, you have also faced a fair share of controversies as well. Of course, the Enforcement Directorate came after you in the past few years. What's the truth in these investigations and so far?
Nothing. I had a search happen, an investigation by Income Tax Department, and it's been 3 years. They haven't found anything. All my companies, they haven't added any value in that. All nil has come. So more or less, my cases are finished.
Okay, so that was Kuldeep Bishnoi speaking to the New Indian on the prospects of his own political career and that what happened in the last 2 weeks with the Congress party.